Do you guys know that feeling when everywhere that you look around, you feel like everyone is ahead of you? Their business is growing faster, their content is going viral, and their path looks a lot smoother than yours. And the truth is, you're not behind. You're being prepared because every delay, every detour, every silent season is a part of Allah's plan to strengthen your tawakkul and shape your success. So, this is just a reminder, guys. Keep showing up with faith, effort, trust, and only because your time will come, inshallah. Assalamualaikum guys, and welcome back to Entrepreneur Diaries. This is your girl Fatima, the founder and CEO of Apparels by FM, a modest fashion brand woven into your everyday, and also the co-founder of the Henna Sisters. And on Entrepreneur Diaries, we do talk everything about entrepreneurship, whether it's skills, whether it's mindset, whether it's our failures, whether it's how we learn certain things. On today's episode, we're gonna be a little bit more on the emotional side. We're going to be confessing a little bit here and there, and we are going to be talking a lot about how things shape us and what doubts we have for ourselves. So, without further ado, let's get on with this emotional video. Do you guys ever feel like you're falling behind? Feel like everything around you is going so fast, everyone's growing, they're going viral, maybe their new collections are flying off of the shelves, but we always have to understand that we don't know the struggles that they went through before they got the success that they're getting or before they got where they are. And that's why everyone's success, everyone's story, everyone's brand legacy is different. And just like every other business owner out there, every other entrepreneur out there, I've had my doubts too over the years. And even recently, this is not just something that when we started this happened. No, even recently, there have been times where I've been doubting myself. Am I doing this right? Is this correct? Do I know what I want to do when it comes to these things? Am I actually doing enough? But you know what it is? You can't compare yourself to anyone else. You should not compare your success. You should not compare the way you do things, your struggles, your financial situation. You should not be comparing anything with anyone else. You want to know why? It's because the second you start comparing yourself, that comparison steals all the contentment and barakah and the blessings and happiness that you should have felt in that moment or in that time. And I just want to tell you that it's okay, even if you compare yourself sometimes to other people, it's okay because we're all human beings. I'll give you an example. Like the other day, too, I was scrolling through Instagram and I see all these new entrepreneurs achieving milestones and things that basically I haven't reached yet, but I've been working a lot longer than they have. And sometimes you do get that doubt where you're like, why haven't I achieved that yet? Or what is happening with my business? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing that's not enough for me to be able to achieve that success yet? But the one thing that we forget is we have different clienteles, we have different niches, we have different products, and we have different people who basically come to us and our businesses for different needs. And also because all of our journeys are very different. Some of us are providing for families, some of us are doing something just for fun, and some of us really want to make a legacy out of what we're doing. So when there are different outputs, then of course the journeys are going to be different and the inputs are going to be different as well. Did you guys know that there are a few realities of success that a lot of people don't talk about and maybe we don't think about a lot of the times either? And the first thing is that success isn't linear. Success is cyclical. So if you think that every season is going to be the same, or every collection is going to be a hit, or you're going to get a sale every day, or you're going to be able to achieve your MTD or YTD or WTD like every week, month, or year, then I'm very sorry to say this, but we are being very raw and unfiltered right now that not all seasons are going to be the same. Growth is going to look different in every week, month, and year. and you just have to put in your work. Again, grit, we need that consistency, discipline, remember to be able to have routines and systems in place. And then once you've done all of that, you've put in all your hard work, we have to have tawakkul in Allah and let Allah do the magic. As Muslims, we should understand this more than anyone else, that Allah never denies us. He delays us because He wants to develop us. He never denies us. So if you're a Muslim entrepreneur listening to this one's for you. When we talk about the journey, the one thing a lot of the times we don't understand or we don't realize is we can't just get from 0 to 100 in one day. Some people have to take baby steps, and we are one of them. Because of the way I'm so anxious taking every single step, I know it's going to take longer. I know I'm going to have to put in a lot more effort because I just don't want to become rich and be a billionaire. Yes, inshallah, in the process of that happens, I'll be very happy and very grateful to Allah. But if you are here to serve your community, your outcome is not going to be the same as someone who just wants to become a billionaire. You're going to have a different ideology, you are going to have a different path, your journey is going to look different, your outputs are going to be different, the way you talk to your clients is going to be different. So always remember that no two businesses can be alike, so stop comparing yourself to others. As a Muslim business owner, it's so important to understand that tawakkul and timing are two very basic and very important pillars for us as Muslims alone. And it also helps in us refining our success, our vision, and understanding what we actually need to do as Muslim entrepreneurs. If we talk about refining success, let me give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. When I started the business, basically, I just wanted to be able to serve people with premium quality, like prayer essentials. And then eventually we started taking in hijabs because I couldn't really find good hijabs at a reasonable, affordable price. There were hijabs out there, but they were either very low quality with a very cheap price tag, or they were, if the premium quality was there, they came with a very high price tag. Even till this day, I do not understand how people are selling $30-$40 modal and chiffon and jersey hijabs, and how the consumers are buying it as well. Because coming from a middle class family, I cannot afford that. And I know there are a lot of people out there that are gonna agree with me, because a lot of us don't have that lifestyle. We can't go and splurge $200 on clothes whenever we want to. We either buy it once a year, or when there's a good sale, or if we find a good vendor who has reasonable prices. And in all honesty, I really wanted to be that vendor or that brand or that person who people actually look up to and come and comfortably are able to shop around with. If they have a budget of $50, they can easily buy so many things from our brand, alhamdulillah. And we've always wanted to keep it that way. And inshallah, even in the future, regardless if we get some exclusive, some high-end products or whatever, we will always have products for middle class people. Because another thing that I know is, in these days, a lot of our success stories come from our social media following. If I tell you guys this, some of you might believe me and a lot of you might not believe me either, and it's completely fine. We don't really care if you believe us or not in this, because at least 60% of my customers do not know how to operate a website. They do not know how to operate WhatsApp. They do not know how to operate Instagram. They might see videos here and there, but they don't know how to operate it. And I know you might be thinking, how or why? How is that possible? What kind of people are you? What kind of customers do you have? They're all very genuine people. They're people who have a lot going on in their lives. A lot of them work 2-3 jobs just to provide for their families. And even in all of that, they still support me and my business. It's so funny because we do home studio appointments, which means that people actually book an appointment and come in to shop at our home studio. And ever since we opened the space up for people, we have seen such a different dynamic of customers coming in. I've grown a lot of my clientele base because I've opened up this space for people to come in and shop. And a lot of the times that people that do come in, they either They either see us on Google when they're searching for modest fashion brands in the area, or someone will tell them about us, and they would just book an appointment. Sometimes they'll even forget to like check our Instagram or whatever. They'll just come in, grab the product, leave. But you know what? I don't mind them not sharing my social media or anything, because those are the people that actually genuinely wanted to buy something from you, and they go out and do the best kind of marketing, which is word of mouth marketing. I have this one lady, may Allah bless her with everything that she wants or needs in this life. Before I had the studio set up, or before we even moved to this new location, in the previous location, she used to come, and sometimes she wouldn't have enough time in the appointment that she booked. She would literally text me and be like, "Hey, I'm running late. Can I like come at this time? I know like you don't really allow people to come after a certain time." But I used for her, I would always be like, "Yeah, it's okay, just come in." Because of me giving her the leverage a few times, understanding her needs, understanding that she might not be able to come at the time that she actually promised, the amount of customers that that lady has brought me in, I cannot tell you. And I'm so grateful for to her, because not every brand is going to have aunties coming into your studio with bags and bags of clothes that they want to match hijabs with, or they would come in and be like, but I need to go to Umrah, so I just want to like grab this and go. Like, do you guys understand what I mean? Success is different for everyone. For me, that's success. It's providing that level of comfortability for the normal people, the normal middle class people, the people who may not understand social media, the elderly, the people who are too busy to even see what you posted today or what's going on in the world. All they understand is they need to work, they need to feed their children, and they need to be able to provide for them regardless of what they have. Those are the type of people that we are trying to serve. And if we don't go viral on social media because of that, because that's our clientele base, that's fine, because that's our success story. Becoming a household brand for everyone, that's our success story. And also, it's like we live in a world that basically glorifies like fast results and views coming in and comments, and like, or hitting like 1 million on like one post, or your Instagram or TikTok followers, and getting all these views and whatever. Yes, it's always nice. You might be able to get like a different kind of clientele base for your online store, because yes, like, because you have to pay all these operation costs for the website and all these marketing agencies and your ads and everything. But you also have to remember that there is another side of life. And again, this all goes down to basically how you view your business and how you view your success, because in a world which glorifies fast results, which glorifies like viewers and followers and everything that's basically vague, that's not even yours, success is very different for everyone. And you have to have tawakkul in Allah and understand Allah's timing, that maybe this is their time to shine, and maybe you're shining in some way else. Now, there is another factor, a reason why we always feel like we're falling behind, and that is the people that we surround ourselves with. It's so important to have a community or a circle of friends or people who actually believe in you, believe in your vision, and can understand why you do things a certain way. If I talk about my personal experiences and why I say that having the right people in your circle is so important, otherwise, you will feel like you're falling behind, or your success is not enough, or you're not successful, or you're basically not writing your success story, is because I'm talking through personal experience, guys. Everyone has different experiences, everyone has different opinions about these things, but over the years, I've had so many people tell me that I'm not doing my business like properly. I'm not doing this properly. Oh, I should do my branding. I should do my website this way, or maybe I should package my orders this way. I'm not making my content this way, and this is what you're supposed to do, and that is what you're supposed to. You should have like lower prices for your products, or you should bring in like this type of product. People will have opinions. People will have things to say, but you know what you need to do? You need to focus on your vision. You need to focus on what is important. Is the branding important for you? Good. Go get your branding done. Is the product price important for you? Okay, go fix the product price. But always remember that these comments should not define your success story. They are part of it. They're part of the noise that comes from everywhere for you to be able to be successful. You do understand that entrepreneurship is a whole science, right? And it's survival of the fittest. Why do so many entrepreneurs quit after 2, 3 years being entrepreneurs? Why do so many businesses decline after 6, 7 years? Why does this all happen? Because of the survival of the fittest. Maybe they weren't able to meet demand. Maybe their cash flow ran out, or maybe they just lost the motivation to do it. And there are so many factors that go behind doing all this. There's so many factors. It could be anything. It could be some personal issues that they have. Maybe it was ruining their mental health. It could be anything. That's why it's so important for you to let the noise be noise and not let it affect you, affect your business, affect the way that you want to do things, affect your vision more than anything. Because you know your vision, you know your clientele. Again, if I relate this to what I was just telling you about, like all the aunties coming to my place, those are my customers. Those are my regular returning customers. Those are the customers that bring the bread and butter for my business. And I can't say no to them. If an auntie booked an appointment for like 4 p.m. and she wasn't able to show up at 4 p.m. and she's like, Bita, can I come in at like 6? I'm sorry, I'm not going to take too much of your time. Am I going to say no to her if I'm not doing anything? No. I'm going to let her come in. It's fine. Yes, you have to have boundaries. But when you know that someone is very genuine, then you can alter your boundaries here and there. It's okay. It doesn't hurt anyone, but it will hurt your business if they don't come back. And that's where you need to build that relationship with your consumer. So guys, always remember that if you feel like you're falling behind or if you feel like you're not doing enough, just pause, look at yourself in the mirror, take a deep breath, because you're not. You're doing enough. You're doing everything. You're exactly where Allah needs you to be right now at this moment. So keep showing up, keep thriving, and trust that your timing is coming. And it might come when you least expect it, but it's always gonna come when it's meant to comfort you. And that, guys, is why we need grit, discipline, and tawakkul to be able to make a successful business. Always remember your principles, always remember your vision, and again, don't let the noise distract you. I want you guys to comment down below one thing that you are trusting Allah with the most right now. And always remember, my loves, there is nothing impossible for Allah. Keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing because you're doing amazing. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, and I will see you next time. Assalamualaikum.